Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Rapid Rundown. It's March 7th, and let's dive right into what's making headlines tonight. Number 1, Musk and cabinet members are clashing over cuts and power. Tensions are escalating in the White House as Elon Musk is clashing with top cabinet officials over aggressive budget cuts.
5 people with knowledge of the confrontation reports this about an argument between Elon Musk and Marco Rubio. Quote, "You fired nobody," Musk told Rubio, then scornfully added that perhaps the only person he had fired was a staff member from his Department of Government Efficiency. Rubio had been privately furious with Musk for weeks, ever since his Doge team effectively shuttered an entire agency that was supposedly under Rubio's control, the United States Agency for International Development. Musk was not being truthful, Rubio said. What about the more than 1,500 State Department officials who took early retirement in buyouts? Didn't they count as layoffs, he asked sarcastically, whether Musk wanted him to rehire all those people just so he can make a show of firing them again. Then he laid out his detailed plans for reorganizing the State Department. Musk was unimpressed. He told Rubio he was, quote, good on TV, with the clear subtext being he wasn't good for much else. Where was Donald Trump in all this? The Times reports that he sat back as if he was watching a tennis match. Ultimately, he, quote, intervened to defend, wait for it, Rubio. Said he was doing a great job. Rubio has a lot to deal with, the president said. He's very busy, he's always traveling and on TV. And he has an agency to run, so everyone just needs to work together, end quote.
Number 2, veterans losing jobs and unemployment surging in red states. Massive federal layoffs are disproportionately affecting veterans in states with high numbers of government employees. Veterans, who make up 30% of the federal workforce, are facing significant job losses, leading to feelings of betrayal. States like Texas, Ohio, and Florida, with substantial federal employment, are experiencing unemployment surges as thousands of Defense Department employees receive termination notices.
What do you say to the people across the country who work for the VA who can't man the suicide hotline now because Elon has fired them? Like, what is your message to them? Because they're getting mad at Republicans.
Yeah, look, we have to take care of our veterans, and the VA needs employees who are doing this noble work. I think the president kind of did a recalibration yesterday. He brought in Elon and he brought in the cabinet secretaries, and they had a dialogue about the process. You have to formalize more of this. Now, look, in Elon's defense, there is no playbook for what he's doing. This has never been done before. So as he acknowledged, there are going to be some mishaps and mistakes along the way, but we will do course correction immediately, and that's what you'll see.
Look at this map. That is a map of where federal workers are who are living in the states that Trump won. Look at that number. It's almost 1 million people. So yes, it's own Washington, drain the swamp, all the things. But the reason why we are starting to see and hear more concern and even backlash around the country, and even from Republican House members and senators, is because these are their constituents.
Number 3, military removes photos of non-white heroes. The Pentagon is purging over 26,000 images celebrating diversity, equity, and inclusion, including photos of women, minorities, and notable military milestones. This move, in compliance with a recent executive order, has sparked confusion and concern about erasing significant aspects of military history. Our final thought this evening: here's a message from Jane Fonda.
Have any of you ever watched a documentary of one of the great social movements, like apartheid or our civil rights movement or Stonewall, and asked yourself, would you have been brave enough to walk the bridge? Would you have been able to take the hoses and the batons and the dogs? We don't have to wonder anymore, because we are in our documentary moment. This is it. And it's not a rehearsal. This is it. And we mustn't for a moment kid ourselves about what's happening. This is big time serious, folks. So let's be brave. This is a good time for a little Norma Ray or Karen Silkwood or Tom Joad. We must not isolate. We must stay in community. We must help the vulnerable. We must find ways to project an inspiring vision of the future, one that is beckoning, welcoming, that will help people believe that, to quote the novelist Pearl Cleage, on the other side of the conflagration, there will still be love. there will still be beauty, and there will be an ocean of truth for us to swim in. Let's make it so.
That's your rapid rundown for tonight. Stay engaged, stay vigilant, and as always, stay loud.